France marked the 82nd anniversary of D-Day as some of the last surviving veterans returned to honor the Allied landings that changed the course of the war in World War II. On Saturday, tributes were paid to the soldiers who took part in the landings as France commemorated one of the most decisive moments of the 12th century. Veterans gathered at the British Normandy Memorial for the annual D-Day commemorations. Only 6 veterans have confirmed attendance to this year's ceremony, the fewest since the memorial opened in 2021. U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth attended the event. While there, he claimed that Europe faced what he called an invasion of dangerous ideologies arriving by sea. Speaking in Normandy during D-Day commemorations, he drew parallels between today's immigration debate and the legacy of the Allied landings in World War II.
Today, as we face an increasingly complex threat environment, we apply the lessons from 82 years ago learned on these beaches. Strong allies, each fully committed to doing their part, win wars. The men buried here fought in a warfighting alliance where every partner brought its full measure of industry, courage, and sacrifice. Not empty slogans, not lavish summits, not communiques. Real allies doing real things, taking real losses for a shared cause worth fighting and dying for.
On June 6, 1944, nearly 160,000 Allied troops crossed the English Channel and stormed the beaches of Normandy in Nazi-occupied France. The operation, known as D-Day, was the largest seaborne invasion in history. The D-Day landings and associated operations, codenamed Neptune, were designed to secure a foothold in Nazi-occupied France. The Allied forces targeted 5 beaches along an 80-kilometer stretch of the Normandy coast. The beaches were codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword, each playing a crucial role in the Allied invasion. The landings marked a turning point in World War II and helped pave the way for the liberation of Europe. But the victory came at a heavy cost. Over 4,000 Allied troops lost their lives on the first day of the assault. German forces also suffered heavy losses, with estimates suggesting between 4,000 and 9,000 soldiers killed, wounded, or reported missing. What the daring operation did is to open a new front against Nazi Germany, turning the tide of the war in Europe. It marked the beginning of the end for Adolf Hitler's German regime. Less than a year later, Allied forces had liberated much of Europe, paving way for victory in World War II.